Janine Thompson. I believe it's Locust Grove. We got moved a couple of years ago. I'm still confused. Anyway, I'm concerned about the Bank of Floyd and the fact that we're considering pulling our funds out of Bank of Floyd. I have not seen any information that makes me sure that it's a really good move. I have not done the research enough to know whether Stellar One is offering a much better package. But I think we need to be concerned. I mean, Bank of Floyd went through this entire recession without having to borrow from TARP. Stellar One did borrow. They finally paid it back. We have to give them that. But, you know, Bank of Floyd is local. They do a lot for our county. And I'm just not sure that it's a wise idea to just up and pull. But it's a very substantial amount of money out of their bank. Thank you.
Frank Russell, Indian Valley District. You know that I wasn't going to be quiet. I thank y'all for the meeting we had January 31st. I had one more thing to add to it that I got cut off on time, which was okay. The ones that's against the wind turbines to make tax revenue for our county, we got a tax ticket coming out here in a few months. I'd like for the county, if they would, just put on there a volunteer view tax of 5%. See how many people signed that petition, how many people's against this would actually volunteer to give you 5% tax revenue. So it would help the county with their budget that they're short on money, and also help the widows and elderly people out. Now, as far as the ridgeline ordinance, I think you ought to go by the Virginia Code 58.1-2606C, which allows you what to charge on tax. We all know wind turbines ain't going to make it to Floyd County. I already know that, because if you're not wide enough on top of the ridge, the person on this side don't sign, they're not going to be, you're going to have 1,000 feet across the ridge widthwise in order to get the 500 foot here, the 500 foot here. Lengthwise, if you can hook it, you're doing good. But they ain't coming to Floyd County, so be realistic about it. Charge them a fair tax. I just shot at $1.50 on a $100 value, which actually you can charge 50 cents or you can charge $2.95, whichever one you choose. I would take $1.50 per $100 value. That'd be $45,000 per turbine. That ain't too realistic to them. I'd also tell them, if you come in the county and we allow you to come, we're going to get you tax revenue. This is what it's going to be. But if you sell this company off to somebody else, which I already know one company will do that we're going to leave in there a leverage that we can go to the maximum, which would be $2.95 or the current personal property tax rate. That way you've got leverage to know that they're going to put it up, man it, take care of it from start to finish. The next thing I'd put in place is a $200,000 property bond for dismantling it if it needs to be dismantled to be held per turbine. And if they want to sell the company off when it gets online, that's fine. Tell them you're going to add another $100,000 bond to that, so that's a $300,000 bond up front. They know what they're getting into before they ever get here. And like I say, the landowners is you got to have everybody, like Lowell Booth. He's over here. If him and his sister don't sign, I understood at the meeting that it's only 100 foot wide at the top of the mountain. If they don't sign to let them come the distance over the mountain for the footage, that ain't gonna happen. And for the ridge line protection, really you can't protect but the top 100 feet of it anyway. So you can build houses on the side of the mountain as high as you want to build them. And I've talked to the wind turbine companies, and they'll not build on the side of a mountain, period, because it's unstable to keep it that way. If you target just the wind energy and nothing else, you'll be going against the Virginia Energy Plan 67-201 and also the federal government plan and you'll be going against the Code of Virginia 67-102, number 1 and number 6. Code of Virginia 67-103. And if I was doing what you all got to do, I know it's a hard decision to have to make. In my opinion, I would put the restraints out there. This is what it's going to cost you if you want to go in our county. The landowners are, like I say, they're not all going to be in agreement to move forward, because you're talking about 6, 8, 9 miles that all this has to tie together, and they've got to have at least 10 turbines to come in the county, because it ain't justifiable to come into the county for less than that, because you're talking about 12 tractor trailers are bringing in just the crane, and that's a huge thing. And I heard the comment about put a height restriction like the cell phone towers. If you all are not aware, cell phone towers are not little like Antique Wheels Ridge is. Blue Ridge Cellular for Citizens put that in many years ago. Right now you can go out to Arkansas and load my tractor trailer with just the galvanized round cell phone tower. And when you put that up, it takes 6 51 to 52 foot pieces. When you put them together, that's 300 foot right there. And when you put the turbine up in there, the head, everybody thinks it's going to be 500 foot. It's not going to be 500 foot. The head of it is going to be under 400 foot. The blade may be 500 foot as it strokes the top and comes back down. But I've also read that 2 of the wind turbine companies goes anywhere from 340 to 500 foot maximum. All right, appreciate it.